So, my first day in leggings ever is over. It went well with my leggings, at least. It actually looked quite good with this tunic or dress, whatever you should call it. It was really nice because it was really warm today. It's been one of the warmest days this summer today, which is kind of sad because it's the end of August, and this might have been the last warm week of the year. You can see all the leaves and colors and trees are changing and autumn is coming. I kind of like autumn. I like fall and autumn, but sometimes it's a little bit sad when things, fall down and die simply. But yeah, it's been a long day today. Yeah, I and Ro was out at Vetlatmont and digging. I have done that a lot this week. I've been out there for a total of 6 hours in 3 days, which is quite a lot because it's quite hard work. You don't have to go to the gym if you have a allotment, I'm telling you. But it's kind of fun also, and very dirty. I haven't showered this much in a very long time. It's like 3 times a day right now because it's sweaty and it's dirty, and yeah, you need to get clean. Tomorrow I'm gonna visit my parents, and we have some little family gathering there. And actually I'm gonna visit Tella's grave too, and I bought some flowers for it. Those yellow ones you can see here, and oops, those purple ones, which I think is very more purple than pink in reality. I think purple is really pretty, and I want to do something for her grave this, before the fall is coming completely. And those will last for maybe 2 months if I'm lucky, 1 if I'm unlucky. But I think it's going to be nice as long as it lasts. So well, that is pretty much what I've been doing today. Ro was so tired today after when we came home, and I've had dinner and so on. She was almost falling asleep when she was eating, but she was so dirty she had to have a bath, and she was so tired. Otherwise she loves bathing. It's one of the funniest things she knows, to play with water and so on. But today she got mad because I turned off the tap, and when I opened it again, it was wrong with that too, and she was just, this overly tired crying baby, and she just like, sleep, 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 and naturally I took her out of the bath and put her to sleep instead. But it's I felt bad for her because it's something she really loves doing, but she was just too tired. So yeah, and I was earlier today I was reading this article. It was article about a report. I should read the whole report later on. It's from somewhere in Texas, Austin, Texas, I think it's on. I'm not quite sure, but I think so. About spanking, and I was glad to read it, read part of it at least, because it's an actual long-term study. Most studies about spanking are short-term, or maybe up to 10 years. This is a study done over 50 years, and naturally there are absolutely no positive effects of spanking. Not one single one was detected in this study, which had been going on for over 50 years. But several negatives, and overall it's very abusive behavior. Absolutely nothing positive about spanking and shielding, which of course I know, but I like when people are proving it or making studies about it, because it's easier to take a debate with somebody if you can show things to them and prove them this is what I'm talking about, because it's one thing to hear one person's opinion, another thing to hear see a study. It's like some other studies we've done about parents who are aggressive. Don't have to be aggressive and abusive to the child, as in the meaning of them screaming and yelling and beating the child. It could be that they're screaming and yelling at the partner and have this aggressive and authority idea that they want to make the child behave in every situation and demanding certain behavior from them all the time, not based on the child's need but on their own needs, or the picture they have, the view they have of how the child should behave and how the family life should work. And I saw a study about this, and it's based on 24,000 children. Like 24,000. That's a lot in the studies. Most major studies are, when it comes to this subject, a few hundreds. Sometimes of the kind ones we used to refer to in books and so on are about a couple of thousand children. This is 24,000 children, and same thing there. It's extremely negative, just like this with the spanking. The consequences this kind of parenting has for a child is only negative, and also in very long term. And some of the things are both that we pass on this to the next generation, but this kind of emotional abuse keeps on going, and also the physical kind of abuse, but also a child who can spanked have lower self-esteem. Oh yeah, right. And a child who have an aggressive parent also, and they are more likely to have mental health issues. They are more likely to be depressed. They're more likely to commit suicide. They're more likely to be abusive to wives or husbands. They are also more likely to be criminals, in the meaning of hurting others as abusing somebody else, and not being able to control their emotions and so on. So I think that was really interesting to read. But yeah, I hope some people who really needs to hear it actually do take the time to listen to it. So yeah.